our special guests for this evening. You know Ambie and I most likely. Below me and above Ambie is our wonderful friend Rock. Rock, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're all about?
Hi friends, my name is Rock. I stream at twitch.tv/rollingwithrock, usually 6 days a week, where I do 3 nights of board games and 3 nights of video games.
Awesome, thank you so much. And then, if you all haven't noticed,
it's too hard.
one of our special guests is right here in my house with me.
I feel like I should have been hiding,
I know, like surprise,
Yeah.
or like put you on the computer upstairs so people think you're far away, and then all of a sudden you like pop in, you're like, haha, I'm here.
I like come in like Celine Dion. Near. This is great. This is my first time streaming with another human body in the same room, so this is a big deal.
I don't do this very often either, so
I don't either,
like
not on stream.
And you're Batman today. You got your Batman hoodie on.
Yes. So I am Batman today.
Yeah.
And I have Crystal as my Robin Sparkle.
Literally Batman and Robin, y'all. Can you see it? Can they see the airbrush?
Yeah, they see it. There you go.
How did I not make that connection?
Yeah,
Oh, you know, I could
Until
have did
just
this.
now.
I have my little Batman cape.
Oh my gosh, we're Batman and Robin.
That's perfect. That's so good.
But Mo, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself more formally so people know who you are?
Hello, Internet. My name is Monique. I am also Game Freak Geek Girl on Twitch, and on Twitter I am Game Freak Geek, and I love board games and Legos and fun and singing and getting stuck to Crystal's curtain. When something's touching me. And yes, I am here.
To see everybody in the chat. Nice to see so many friends in the chat, right?
Oh,
that's a shout out gift that's popped up.
Just so nice.
Look, there's
I saw,
Rodney.
Emma
You and Rodney. Yeah, look at that.
That dude is so cool.
He is. Rodney is like the best, like
Yeah.
legitimately. But you know who else is the best?
Is it someone who looks like they could be your next favorite game show host?
It is. It's the person directly above us.
Oh my gosh, and they are my next favorite game show host. Hi!
Chris
kind,
Michaud
I
is a
appreciate that.
legend in board game content, and if you all don't know who Chris is or what Flip the Table is, the dogs are going to tell you about it. They're emphatically.
Who let them out? Who?
Chris, please introduce yourself and tell everybody what your deal is.
Hi. Here's my deal. I'm everybody's favorite board game has been Chris Michaud from the Flip the Table podcast, which ran from 2012 to 2017, a podcast about cheesy, weird, and obscure board games, much like the ones that you see behind me, if I get out of the way for a second. And these days, I'm a virtual game show host. Many people are doing events online now. People do escape rooms online. And there are people that do game shows online. And I'm one of the people that you can play a game show with. So that's kind of what we're doing tonight is I'm going to show you the new game show that I've just launched that you can play right at home with your friends and family. And it'll give you a chance to experience it live on stream with some amazing people playing. I'm so excited to be on Twitch again with all these amazing people.
Yes, and we are super excited to play this, and it is in the command that already got dropped in chat and will show up in chat more, but you all, what you're going to see tonight will not spoil the experience for you all. So if what you see tonight, you're like, wow, that looks like fun, I bet my family would really enjoy that, or I bet my friends would really like that, you can book by emailing Chris. And as you're going to see here shortly, it's definitely worth it. Chris puts on a wonderful show. So y'all are in for a treat, and you can still book your own and not have any of it spoiled for you. So Chris, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, and Hortus in the chat. He knows what's up. 10,000 points. Ding, ding, ding. Ah!
There you go.
I'm trying just so hard.
Game
not
show
to keep-
tradition there, right there.
Just like all day. That's what's happening.
You could go the Lionel Richie route. You could go that route. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
it's all good.
all night long.
All night.
All night.
All
We're just
night.
racking up the copyright strikes.
All
Left and right.
night.
With somebody else is
Good
so
stuff.
much fun.
Yay! Y'all, Monique and I are just going to be geeking out about being in the presence of one another for the entire stream. So, you know what? I'm not even going to apologize for that. Like,
Too late to apologize.
Flight just got in like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
So we're still in the throes of friend time.
Yay.
Uh, Chris,
Cutting as close as I was earlier.
there you go. Chris, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you and let you kick things off.
Sure. I'm going to give a couple quick pre-flight instructions and information before we actually get started with the show proper. First of all, I do need to disclose, as you have to do with a virtual game show, there are no real cash and prizes available tonight. This is like game show LARP. We're pretending to play for cash and prizes, but you got to say that every time because then people get mad when they don't get hundreds of thousands of dollars in the mail. So, but it is a game show that you can play at home with your friends and family. It plays 2 to 12 players, which we always divide into 2 teams. The actual show takes 90 to 120 minutes. Tonight's presentation was written especially for this stream. However, there are 2 full episodes available for booking with your friends and family, which include all 7 rounds of the game. We're going to be playing 4 out of the 7 rounds tonight. Not only does that leave a little bit behind the curtain in case you decide to book your own show, but it's going to give us some time to check in with the chat and say hello to you between rounds. And so while we're actually playing the game, probably won't be paying too much attention to the chat. So we'll stop and say hi in between just to make sure that we bring you in. And I'm seeing Chris's voice makes me want to smack a buzzer and yell something incorrect. You know, nothing's stopping you from doing that, Jeff. That's, you know, so, and Scooter B correctly says, yes, the points don't matter. Oh my God.
Kermit the Frog just entered the chat.
That sounded like a Muppet there for a second.
Are you a man or are you a Muppet?
This is
I wasn't sure
Grover.
which one, but it surely sounded like a Muppet.
You're a very manly Muppet, Chris.
I'm a Muppet of a man. Okay. So I think we've teased this out long enough. What do you say we get into the game, all right?
Let's do it.
All right, get ready to bob your heads to this theme song because Mall Night Long is about to start right now.
2 teams will enter this mega mall for a chance to fill their shopping bags with prizes. Like this DeLorean DMC 12 for $100,000 in cash. It's time to shop smart and play strong. This is Mall Night Long.
Oh my God, I love this so much. I love it so much.
Robot works.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mall Night Long! This is the game show that takes place in our special virtual mega mall where the red team, Crystal and Monique, will take on the blue team, Ambie and Rock. They will enter the mall to attempt to win it all. Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free, root for your favorite team in the chat. Let's get some real energy behind us. We're going to have a great time for the next 2 hours. It is very late on the East Coast, but I have drank a lot of coffee, as you can tell, to make this happen. So in order to start the show, we need to go to our mall directory and see what stores are in the mall. Shall we go to the mall directory?
Yes, we should.
Yes.
All right, let's find out what stores are in the mega mall. We have Hyperlink Computers, 10-Star Video, Shoppington's department store, Wads of Words bookstore, the food court, BD's Vinyl, and at the end of the game, it's always the Big Money Arcade where fortunes can change on a dime. Now, like I mentioned, it is going to be a mini mall episode tonight. We're going to be playing 4 of these 7 rounds. One of them will definitely be the Big Money Arcade at the end. But perhaps we should find out what the first of our 3 regular stores is. Shall we plunge deeper into the mall, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, let's plunge.
Yes, please.
All right, we are now going to go to...
I'm ready. That's my place.
This is Wads of Words bookstore, a place where you can get a nice hot latte. You can sit and read anything in the shop. And all of the books are meticulously organized and even alphabetized. So alphabetized, in fact, that even all the individual words are alphabetized as well. And so that's what your job is going to be tonight, is to unalphabetize some words. So let's do one together as an example. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a series of blanks like this. And then I'm going to show you the alphabetized letters, and I'll give you a crossword style clue. So if I were to give you the clue, it can be a really big pain. What do you think the word would be?
It would be-
Window.
Window is correct. So
Yeah.
that's how you solve this.
Okay.
There you go.
I just got my own.
Okay.
Oh,
So here's how this works. Starting with the team in control, I'm going to give you one of these clues. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to solve the puzzle. That 10 seconds starts after I repeat the clue once, just to make sure that you've heard it completely. 10 seconds to solve it. You can answer as many times as you want. Just shout out whatever answers come to mind. If you get the correct answer within that 10 seconds, since we're starting kind of partway through the game, I'm going to give you $300.
Ooh,
If you
okay.
cannot get it
Ooh,
correct within that
money.
10 seconds, the other team will have 3 seconds to steal it and try to get $300 for themselves. We're going to do a total of 8 words before we head back to the mall directory and check in with the chat. Do you have any questions about how this one works before we continue?
No, I think we're good.
No.
All right. Crystal was the first one on the Zoom call today. So she and Monique, the red team, will begin this game. So your first word has 6 letters. The clue is it's high in culture. It's high in culture. 10 seconds.
You can just
Just shout it out if you know.
Oh, yogurt.
Yogurt is correct. For
Oh.
$300. Well
Yeah.
Oh
done.
gosh, I'm so bad at anagrams.
Oh no. Don't worry, Abby. I knew what it was.
Okay, good. I'll just let you shout.
That's the beauty of it. We can play off each other's strengths and make it work. So let's give one to you. We'll give you a chance to do this. Your word, blue team, Ambie and Rock. 6
Go rock, go
letters.
rock.
The clue is sometimes they're all like ooh. Sometimes they're all like ooh. 10 seconds.
I knew the last one. Love. Loves. No.
Out of time. Red team, 3 seconds to
Shit.
steal.
Shoot.
Wolves.
Shoot.
No, it's vowels.
Oh,
Vowels.
you got it just in time.
Oh. Oh no,
Oh,
balls.
Because they're like,
Oh.
sometimes they're like, a.
Yeah.
I see,
Okay.
Sometimes they're like,
okay.
ooh.
Look,
That
look,
was hard.
it's much easier.
I'm so sorry. I should have shut up.
Okay.
My Gemini came out.
I'm sorry, Ambie.
What? I didn't
alright.
get it either.
We got 6 to go. Plenty of room to work with here. Let's go ahead and move on back to the red team in
Yeah,
control.
wolves also had to go. Ooh, huh?
Yeah, I just thought he was being a really bad werewolf.
Yeah.
But Chris,
You know what? Let's increase the challenge. Let's make a 7-letter word this time.
Oh no.
The clue is
We're not doing-
they're into role playing. They're into role playing.
Which
10
team?
seconds.
Which team is it right now?
Red team.
Oh, it's us.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Role playing. Something bread like?
Time's up. Blue team, 3 seconds to steal. Nobody gets bowlers. They're into
Bowlers, okay.
role
That's a good one.
playing.
That's a
Oh,
long
God.
I
word.
was doing blowers, and I was just like, how do flutists like
Bowlers.
to roleplay?
Bowlers.
Man. All right, these are tougher than I expected.
I have
After
2
we
kids, so it's dad jokes all the way down
Yeah.
from here.
Yes.
So get
Same
yourself
here,
in that.
same here, so
Joe, I think
that
there's
mindset.
enough lag in the chat that shouting it out.
I don't think
won't-
we'd see it
won't
in
help
Yeah,
time.
us.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to the blue team in control. This is going to be a 7-letter word. The clue is it's the start of a sonic boom. It's the start of a sonic
Engines?
boom.
No.
10 seconds.
There's 2 S's.
Sing,
Singes.
there's no spin. No. I was thinking like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Time's up. Red team, 3 seconds to
I
steal.
don't know. Gosh.
I don't sieges. I don't know. I don't
Time's
know.
up. Genesis.
Oh!
is
Oh, yes,
the
okay, I was
answer.
right with
Sega
Sonic the
Genesis.
Oh my
Hedgehog.
gosh,
Oh.
the Sega Genesis Sonic.
I was right with Sonic the Hedgehog. I just wasn't thinking of
okay.
the console.
Yep.
Oh,
That question
right.
was made for you, Rock.
I know. I'm a
That
Sonic
was
person,
good.
not a Mario person. Too.
That was really good.
I'm a McDonald's person rather than a Sonic person, but,
Ah!
but we don't have any Sonics around here, so maybe I'll change my mind if they ever come this far north. All right, so we're back to the red team in control.
That's us.
We're up to 8
Oh, yes,
letters now.
red team.
Oh no.
8 letters.
8 letters.
Get ready, red
We
team.
couldn't even do
No
5.
No
so-
pressure.
I know.
All right, put your dad joke brains on
Okay,
here.
we can do this. We can do this.
The clue is
I don't have those.
it's a mixed up situation. It's a
shuffle.
mixed up situation.
Oh, that
Shuffled
one
is
didn't
correct
work.
for $300.
That was what I got.
Oh, shuffle.
I'm
Okay.
I called dibs. I want that one. That one's
And
mine.
hi, Raiders! We're in the middle of the game show, but we love you and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yay.
All right. We'll see if the Raiders can figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
Here. That'll be fun.
We're in
Ambie and
box.
Rock, the blue team. You have control. It's another 8-letter word. The clue is, ignore them too long, and they'll give you the eye. Ignore them too long, and they'll give you the eye. 10 seconds.
Potatoes.
Potatoes is correct! Get the
Nice.
blue team on the board
I
with
was looking like
$300.
stop something.
Good. That is so
Oh,
good.
that was scary.
Oh,
That was
so
really
good.
well done, Ambie. Good job.
That was
Nicely
great.
done. Someone asked, what the heck is going on for 200 points?
Old man yells at clouds.
Good place to be. There are 2 more words left in the round before we go back and check in the chat. This is a pretty quick round. So this is your last one where you're in control, red team. Pay close attention. This is a 9-letter word.
Uh-huh.
The clue is, it's loaded with real crab. It's loaded with real crab. 10 seconds.
Assume not.
Blue team, 3 seconds to steal.
Pawn milk cat.
Not quite.
I'm doing awful
Complaints
with this. I'm
is
so
the
sorry.
answer.
Oh,
Complaint.
complaint. What was the clue? I
Complaint.
already forgot what the clue was.
Something about crab.
Made
Yeah.
with real crab.
All right. Last
Uh,
one. Blue team, this is the chance to close that gap a little bit.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can get this. Oh gosh.
It is also a 9-letter word. 10 seconds to solve it. Your clue is, it's incredibly sticky. It's incredibly sticky. 10 seconds.
I'm so bad at this. Wow.
That's time. Red team, 3 seconds.
Something about a tree.
No, it is, in fact, a yardstick.
Yard!
Is
Yard
incredibly sticky.
Stick. Okay.
That's better than crusty acid, which is what I came up with.
It does fit, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yardstick. Oh man. Okay.
So at
I
the
sure
end
we'll
of the
stick.
wads of words round, the red team takes an early lead at 900. The blue team sneaks one in at 300, and the wads of words store is now closed. Those Halloween stores move in real quick here all night long.
I'm going to the Halloween store.
That's
yeah.
great. Spectre of
I
the
love it.
season.
I love it.
I love it.
Awesome, and thank you so much. So we've just finished up the wads of words round. The Halloween stores quickly moved in after the end of it, which means that we have 2 more regular stores tonight, and then the big money arcade at the end. We're all done with timed rounds now as well. The other time rounds will not be making an appearance tonight. We'll talk about those a little later to tell you, just to tell you how those work. But for right now, we need to plunge even deeper into the mall. So let's find out where we're going next. You know, we have worked so hard in that one round, and I am absolutely famished. I think we ought to take a trip to the food court.
That's where I wanted to go.
Maybe this would be
I
okay
love
around Ambie.
food. No, I don't know. If it involves eating food, sure.
All rise! Food court is now in session, where we're going to
Wait,
serve up
we just
some
went to
culinary
Wendy's.
justice at Wendy's.
Oh my gosh. What? Do they get bonus points for that?
Inside bias.
Dream big, Wendy's. Sponsor us.
I can see in the chat people are like, oh, food court. Oh, I get it.
Oh, I get it.
This is so good,
No.
Chris. This is so good. You do funerals. Will you do mine? This is really good.
So, we call it the food court because we're going to be judging the guilt or non-guilt of food items based on calories. Okay, so, and today in the food court, we're going to take a stop at Wendy's, as you can see on the screen. So I'm going to start by showing you the menu for the food court, which includes the bourbon bacon cheeseburger, a sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant, the son of Baconator, 2 large chilies, the taco salad, a large chocolate frosty, and 25 cups of cold brew iced coffee, which is about as many as I've had to make it through tonight. So, I'm going to give you some information. Listen carefully. You'll both need to understand that the Big Bacon Classic from Wendy's, which includes a quarter pound of beef, American cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, pickle, ketchup, mayo, and onion, is 650 calories. Okay? 650 calories for the Big Bacon Classic. Blue team, Ambie and Rock, as the team that's behind, what you're going to do, you're going to pick an item from the menu that the red team is going to compare to the Big Bacon Classic. And the red team is going to tell me if they think it has more or less calories than the Big Bacon Classic. Now, if they are right, they're going to pick up $400. If they're wrong, they're going to give you $400. But be careful what you choose, because whatever item you pick will replace the Big Bacon Classic and the roles will switch. You're going to go back and forth until each of you have guessed 3 items. There's going to be 1 piece of food left on the table tonight. And so $400 a question, $2,400 in play if you can sweep the round. So blue team, please pick an item to order for the red team. Let's have some order in the court here.
What do you think?
You got anything in mind, Ambie?
I don't know. I was thinking either the bourbon bacon cheeseburger or the 2 large chilies.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
good.
fine with either one of those. So why don't we have them compare it to the bacon cheeseburger?
Okay.
The bourbon cheese.
All right. So I'll give you some clues here. The bourbon bacon cheeseburger has a quarter pound of beef, bacon, American cheese, crispy onion, and bourbon bacon sauce. So knowing that the Big Bacon Classic is 650 calories, do you believe the bourbon bacon cheeseburger is more or less than that?
Well, we have a slight advantage because Mo literally ordered the bourbon bacon cheeseburger tonight. We didn't have time after I picked Mo up from the airport.
We picked the right one then, because that's what we're feeding you, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it had more.
I think it has to have more, right? Because the other one had like lettuce and healthy stuff on it. This one does not look healthy at all.
I added lettuce to my burger.
So we're gonna say that the bourbon bacon cheeseburger has more than 650 calories.
Okay, so the red team believes the bourbon bacon cheeseburger has more than 650. Let's see.
Yay!
710 for $400.
That's the court noise. I love it.
That's 1 menu item down. So we take the Big Bacon Classic, we throw it in the garbage. We now put the bourbon bacon cheeseburger on the witness stand.
I'm way ahead of you, Andy.
Red team. Red team, please choose an item for the blue team to guess and compare to the bourbon bacon cheeseburger. That's hard to say this time of night.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with the 2 large chilies.
The 2 large chilies.
Hold
So,
the baby back
blue team, this is a combined 12 ounces of chili, so 6 ounces in each cup, containing fresh beef and a bunch of other chili stuff. That's the best I could come up with for clues for you. More or less than the bourbon bacon cheeseburger at 710.
Did it say how many ounces of chili it was?
He said 12 ounces, right?
12 ounces,
12?
2 6-ounce cups.
Okay. I missed it. Sorry.
I would guess less.
I was surprised if the bourbon bacon cheeseburger is not the highest menu item on there.
Mhm.
Maybe one other thing, but generally speaking, I would go with less.
Yeah.
All right, so it sounds like we are the consensus of less.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it might be close, but yeah, less. All right.
So we're saying
that's all.
less.
Yeah.
You froze for a second
Yeah.
and I freaked out.
Oh,
I'm not going to
sorry.
lie. So 710 calories in the bourbon bacon cheeseburger. The blue team says the 2 large chilies are less, correct?
Mhm.
All right, let's see what the menu has to say. 680
Ooh, it is
Okay, good.
close.
$400.
It was closer than I thought, but
Wow.
for the blue team.
Well, sure, if you
Back
take
on the
all
board.
fun out of it, like sour cream
I wouldn't
and
have gotten that
cheese.
compared to the. Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
right.
so 2 large chilies on the witness stand. Blue team, please send an item to the red team.
What do you think? Frosty?
So to me, the biggest, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but the biggest question mark is, in my opinion, the iced coffee times 25. I don't know how you would do that in your head. So I'd rather them tackle that one than us, unless you have any idea how much is an iced coffee, because I don't drink coffee.
It's black coffee, right?
Correct. Yes.
does that have a lot of calories? I don't even know. I don't drink coffee.
So I think we should give them the Frosty, because I
Okay.
think that has. Well, I don't know, or the Son of Baconator. But I feel like this. Well, what does the Son of Baconator have? Does that have 2 patties on it?
It's 2 patties and like 6 pieces of bacon. But the patties are only like
Well, but the
they're not
patties
even
are
quarter
small,
pounder patties.
huh?
They're smaller patties, yeah.
Okay. So
I mean,
that
you
would
wanna
probably.
I'm fine with large Frosty if that's what you want to do. Let's do that. Let's do large Frosty.
I'm always fine with large Frosties, but that's me.
Okay, yeah, Frosty.
Okay, so you're
Although I
picking 2
wanna
large
eat it.
Frosties?
One large.
Oh, it's one, right?
Can I have 2?
Yeah, you can
Would that
have
be-
Yeah,
What-
you get one of them.
one
and
large
then
Frosty.
So
Monique
Monique have to share
Monique
one,
get
and
another
then Chris gets one.
Wait, we should get 3 because then Rock and I want one too.
We just get everybody Frosties.
And
Frosty
you
is
get a
alright.
Frosty, and you get a Frosty.
All right, so the chat seems to agree that that's a tough one. So we're going to
Yeah,
serve
I
up
think that one is
one large Frosty to the red team. More or less calories than 2 chilies?
Okay, so here. Look, we
I
should
don't
talk
like-
this out.
I
Yeah, you
know,
know, he was burned.
whispering.
So I know that milkshakes at like fast food places are always like real calorie
Yeah.
heavy,
Yeah.
but like the Frosty has kind of like a lightness to it. Like it's not.
I think it's still cream based.
Oh, it definitely is. But
Yeah.
is it more? Is a single Frosty of any size more than 700 calories? Do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, depending on because look at that thickness though. You can't tell me that thickness comes from anything that's low calorie.
You know what? That's true. That's true. You
But
gonna
that's
go
a
with more?
stock
Oh
food.
yeah.
Okay.
I think more.
All
Look at
right.
all the boys in the yard.
Oh yeah, that Frosty did attract some boys to the
I think
yard. So,
there's a frat starting now.
Yeah, we're gonna go with higher than 680 for the large.
Okay, so we're
chocolate
going to
Frosty.
get up and get down with the thickness of the large chocolate Frosty. Is it more than 680 calories?
Big money, big money, big calories, big calories.
Oh
No!
Yay!
590
Alright.
calories! $400 for the blue team. Good
yeah,
serve
fluffy,
on
it's
that.
not like solid ice cream, you know.
Yeah, and
Good-
there's
good call, Ambie,
you
good
know,
call.
Heightens
more-
that gap
the
a
next
little
one's
bit.
gonna be hard for
Yeah.
us.
All right. So red team, go ahead and send them an item to compare to that large chocolate Frosty.
I'm gonna not feel bad anytime I get a Frosty now. Yes.
Okay.
3 down, 3 to
We-
go, by the way.
We would like to select the taco salad, please.
The taco
Rocco's.
salad. Somebody in the chat said, well, I'm just getting Frosties now. Forget protein. So that's,
That's tea.
Yeah.
love that.
Tea cares.
So-
Yay.
Taco salad has lettuce, cheddar cheese, diced tomatoes, salsa, sour cream, tortilla chips, and Wendy's chili. So, compared to a large chocolate Frosty at 590,
no
is it
idea.
higher or lower, blue team?
I don't know how big this taco salad is. Like,
It's a decent size.
The pictures are not to scale. I don't know.
No.
so, I mean, so it has some of the chili.
It has some of the
Chips,
chili in it, which we know is at least
cheese,
pretty
sour
good
cream.
calorie.
Yeah, but like it
Um,
depends on how many ounces
Sour
of chili
cream,
it has.
sour cream can be decent calorie wise because it's just fat
Yeah,
most of the time. It's not a light.
lettuce isn't
cheese.
too much.
Yeah, the lettuce and
Um,
the lettuce isn't going to do much to it. I don't know about the salsa. Generally salsa isn't too
Yeah,
high.
salsa isn't too high. Chips.
When I was
and-
first looking at this menu before we had any of the items, my initial thought was that the taco salad was a potential red herring, and that it might be not necessarily the highest item, but higher than most people would expect.
Mhm.
And so I think generally speaking, if you ask somebody a Frosty or a taco salad, they'll be more inclined to say the Frosty has more. My contrarian nature of myself is thinking that the taco salad might be higher. But
Yeah, well, I just
you
don't
can
know.
talk me off that cliff if you think I'm wrong.
I don't know, because it's a large chocolate Frosty, so those are pretty big, right? That's like the largest size. I don't actually know. Do they have weird sizes like extra large? And...
I just think that the Frosty, I know they were saying like it, they're talking about the thickness of the Frosty and stuff. I don't think it's as caloric heavy as a milkshake. So I think that's where that was kind of lower
Okay.
than the others.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards higher unless you would like to go the other way.
Thank you for the raid time roller. We're in the middle of the game show.
I
We'll
guess
talk
it
to you in
might
a
be
minute.
higher. Yeah, it's probably close.
It's probably close.
'Cause yeah, it's probably like a full meal salad, which would be like around 600 right?
Only the
Like,
poison
so
doesn't fit of
that is
you.
very close.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
even the Wendy's salads that are looking healthy are fairly high caloric take if you actually look at their numbers.
I just
so-
love the glee on
Yeah.
the red team's faces watching
think-
you.
Yeah, we
Struggle
can go
with
with
this.
higher. We can go with
All right,
higher.
we say higher.
Okay, gonna go with higher. So the large chocolate
I'm assuming
frosty
it's a large salad.
It's a
has
pretty big salad.
590 calories. They're saying the taco salad is higher. It is 660 calories.
Yay!
Taking the lead, blue
Oh,
team,
whoa.
by $200.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
Blue team took the
And
lead.
that just further supports that we should just get Frosties from now on.
Yeah!
Frosties bearing the salad.
Facts.
I didn't earn that
Facts.
emote for nothing.
Facts.
All right.
So, taco salad on the witness stand. Only 2 items left to pick. You get to send one to the red team.
Son of Baconator?
I
Maybe?
wouldn't.
Or the oh wait, that's a croissant.
I would do either the croissant. I would probably do the croissant here.
Okay. All right,
Are
we
we-
can do that.
Thinking croissant?
Croissant.
Okay. A sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant, red team, has a fresh cracked egg. A fresh cracked egg. Yeah, definitely that. Fresh cracked egg, grilled sausage,
Bread.
Swiss cheese, and sauce. Swiss cheese sauce. Let me track that all the way over again. We're doing it live, folks. A fresh cracked egg, grilled sausage, and Swiss cheese sauce on a croissant. Now that I've gotten that out. How does that compare to a 660 calorie taco salad?
Okay, so breakfast sandwiches are incredibly calorie dense, but they're generally also smaller. Like, it's not the size of a burger, typically.
Yeah.
Because, like, a sausage patty is going to be smaller. So, like, while I think it is more calories than most people would assume, I cannot fathom it being more than 660.
I'm with you. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're going to say lower.
Yeah.
Lower? Okay, 660 calories for a taco salad. The sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant. 600 calories. Good instinct.
Yeah.
Well done. I thought it was higher.
That was really good.
Just trading a $200 lead. It's a horse race of a game. We're down to the last item that you get to send over.
Okay, gotta
This
send
is the
it
last
to
question of the round. Which one do you want to send to
Okay.
the blue team?
Well, since it won't get picked now, I can say out loud to Rock that black coffee typically has 0 calories. So I really
Yeah.
wish
Okay.
I really wish you had picked
I had
that
no
earlier.
idea.
But
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
no
That's
idea
why I
about
didn't have
coffee.
you pick it.
yeah, technically,
No, that's why I
technically
defaulted to
fast
Ambie, 'cause
food
I had no
places do
clue.
serve iced coffee that has calories in it, but the fact that it says black is the key there. So we're gonna go Son of
Okay.
Baconator.
Okay,
I was
had
hoping
no
you would
idea.
send us the
Baconator.
coffee because you said that, so I was like, that's coming up.
Yeah.
I have no clue on coffee. I drink Mountain Dew just.
I
for
don't
my
drink coffee,
lifeblood,
but yeah,
so-
black coffee has nothing. It's got a lot of caffeine though.
All right. 600 calories does a sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant.
This is hard.
How does the Son of Baconator, which has, by the way, 2 junior beef patties, American cheese, bacon, ketchup, mayo, and no vegetables in sight. How does that compare to the 600 calorie
Admittedly, it
croissant?
is Son of Baconator
that it
and not
is this.
Baconator.
But
Was
I don't know what it
Baconator
is.
the first one? That,
Yeah,
that we
Baconator was
started
the
with?
original,
And that was
It's just
$6.50.
bigger. No. The first one was not a Baconator.
Oh, it
The
wasn't.
first
Okay.
one was a different cheeseburger. It was not a Baconator.
Oh, it didn't have
it
bacon
was-
in it?
It had bacon, but it didn't have the
Oh.
amount of bacon that the Son of Baconator or the Bacon
Alright.
has. This,
Okay.
if this is not more, if this is not the
so
highest thing on the
exciting.
menu,
It
I will be
means we're
surprised.
united.
Oh, really?
Like,
I think that's
It looks
that's
like
what
it would
got-
be
it's
less
got
than the
some-
bourbon bacon
Yeah,
cheese.
It's
really
got
close.
6 strips of bacon, ketchup, mayo, 2
Oh, 6 strips
patties,
of bacon.
cheese. Like I figured that this. I'm
I
actually
still- I
surprised at
still
where the
think
croissant
it's-
came, but I think it's got to be higher than the
Oh,
what, the 600.
600. Yeah, probably higher.
That's so. I think our answer is higher, correct?
Yeah.
Ambie sounds very
The
sure of
confidence.
herself.
I mean, I have no
Go
idea
get
the
it.
size of these things.
Atticus, thank you for the resub.
Like, how big is that patty now compared to the other patties? Like,
All right, so we saying higher? We feeling good about
sure,
that?
we'll say higher.
Okay,
Higher.
so let's start by going to the black coffee since we're not playing that one this game. 25 cups of cold brew black coffee. 625
Oh, what?
calories. So
What do they have in there?
each cup is black coffee. It's cold brew coffee. My guess is they take an eyedropper of beef fat and just drop one in there.
I was gonna say it's got to be on there for a reason, right?
They
Right.
must sweeten it somehow.
Yeah,
they must add caramel flavoring or
So,
something.
Yeah.
so we should have picked that one for
We
you guys
should
then,
have.
because you would have got it wrong.
That is true.
I
We
mean,
would have.
it's not honest to God black coffee of just like beans and
Yeah.
moisture. It's probably
Yeah.
something.
It's like cold
Beans
brew
and
coffee
moisture.
syrup, maybe.
Yum!
I don't know.
I love
But,
moist beans. That's
All
how
right,
I
come
like
on, higher than 600.
25 cups of that, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about the son of Baconator. So you said that the son of Baconator has more than the 600 calories in the sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant for $400 and the lead.
I hope we're not.
Son
wrong.
of Baconator,
Lower, be lower.
Okay.
No!
Okay.
$630.
Ambie, we came all the way back.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I was excited because I got it right.
You guessed wrong, but that's
They're
not
all
good
so
for us.
close.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, because we were split on
Yeah,
that. I'm like,
you
I
too
got
much
it. I was like,
Wendy's.
wait, damn it.
They're all so close.
And
Yeah.
thus
I mean, that's the point, right?
adjourns Food Court with the blue
What?
team
Oh,
at
another Halloween
$1,900.
store.
The red team at $1,700. A really close game. You really fought your way back on that food round after the word round. So well done.
Yeah, we ate our way back.
There you go.
All right,
That's
we
one
will.
way to make a comeback.
Yep, we're
Popeye.
Ambie and Rock have taken the lead. We're gonna acknowledge the chat again here for just a couple of.
So in this special mini mall edition, we have one more regular store we're going to visit, and then remember we have the Big Money Arcade coming up at the end. So let's see where we're headed next. That's right. This is Shoppington's department store, the department store that has just a little bit
Games.
of everything. And lots of department stores have price match guarantees where if you find it at another place for a different price, then you get the same price here. Shoppington's guarantee is a little weird in that they only price match things found on eBay. So that's what we're going to be dealing with tonight.
Oh no.
Oh
So
gosh.
that is the best reaction. That is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Here's how this works. I'm going to tell you about a real listing that I found out on eBay. I'm going to give you a few clues about it. And then the team in control is going to tell me what they believe the buy it now price is of that item to the nearest dollar. I do not need the cost of shipping, just the buy it now price. And remember, this is the list price, not the price somebody bought it at for auction. Okay. You'll tell me what you think the price is. The other team will tell me if they believe it is higher or lower than that. The team that is right will get $500 added to their score. If you somehow get it exactly right, which is difficult but possible, I will double that up to $1,000. So
Wow.
big money available in this round. $500 a
Go
question,
Rock.
$1,000 if you get it exactly right. Still very much anybody's game. Red
figure
team
out
is the
some of the
team that's
people.
behind. You get the option of playing first or passing first. Would you like to give a price or would you like to say higher or lower?
Pass. We want to make them guess the number. Yeah, we'll pass.
Okay. All right. So blue team, you get
Go
the first
Rock.
item. And you're going to set the price of, oh, by the way, I should mention we're in the toys and games aisle because it's a tabletop live night. We want to deal with a little bit of toys, a little bit of games. I know I always head for the board games at Target. So let's go to the toys and games aisle and see what we got. The
Come on,
first
Power
item
Rangers
tonight,
memorabilia.
Ghostbusters Ectoplasm.
Oh God.
All right, let me tell you about this here. This is two 1.75 ounce jars of Ghostbusters Ectoplasm, so sort of a goopy substance, each with a plastic toy ghost that floats around in the slime. These are used, they're not sealed, and the listing says that the purple one is fresh while the red one is somewhat dried out. The listing recommends that if you heat the red one up a little bit, it'll become sticky. So that's a little pro tip for your
That
Ghostbusters
happens to me
Ectoplasm.
sometimes too.
I am always heated when I'm sticky.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh gosh.
One more clue for you. The purple one is purported to be a little bit more rare and hard to find a color, at least according to the listing. So with that information, what do you believe the eBay buy it now price of 2 1.75 ounce jars of ectoplasm. Chat, you're certainly welcome to throw in your guesses and suggestions, and I'll allow our players to go ahead and take that information into account if you'd like.
Yes,
Blue
chat
team.
help.
Ambie's like,
So generally
"Chat!"
speaking, so my thought is, Ambie, generally speaking with eBay things, they're either going to be extremely cheap or fairly expensive.
Okay, that sounds right.
Obviously, this is an IP. It's a Ghostbusters thing, so it's IP. So you're gonna have fan bases and how people react when it comes to fan stuff. But then again, it comes down to it's basically, Play-Doh with a ghost in it that says Ghostbusters. So
And it's used.
Do you have any inclination on what you would say for this?
No, I
Or-
don't go to eBay much.
I don't either.
So
But
I've never bought anything
I
on
would.
eBay, and
Do you think that a price of $35 is too high?
I was thinking like 20, but
Well, we can
but
cut the
people in the
difference.
chat are saying more, so
In the chat, we have suggestions from $18 to $500.
all right.
So we basically
Very
covered every
helpful.
number at this point.
Do you want to cut the difference between our two and go around
to,
like
30 or
27 or 28?
Okay, maybe,
You
yeah,
want-
sure.
All right, you want to do 28?
28 sounds like a good number.
Let's do
All right,
28.
blue team locks in $28 as a guess. Red team, you believe is higher or lower than $28?
I mean, if these were sealed, obviously it would be obviously higher. The fact that they're open and used is kind of.
Well, I said one was used and one
both
was rare.
No, both have been used.
I'll jump
They're
in. Somebody
both
from the
open.
chat is asking shipping and handling. No
this is
shipping and
just the
handling.
buy it
Just
now
the buy it now
price.
price
What
and nearest
the
dollar.
seller listed it for if you wanted to just flat out purchase it. But we don't know if it was purchased for that price.
I think it was
Really?
the buyout. Yeah.
No, not buy out. Buy it now on eBay.
Buy it now. I think it'd be. What was the base number again?
28. I think it's
it'd be a
lower.
little
I think
higher.
this is like a $5 thing, like legit.
Yeah.
I don't care how rare it is. The fact that it's because that's the thing. Like collector's items, if they're used, they're
Okay.
basically worthless. Like
Dissension in the ranks today.
I don't go on eBay.
You like to see it. You like to see it.
I love to see it.
Yeah,
It's
all
good
these
television.
I don't know.
I
I
totally
mean,
trust
but
you
it's
on
it's one of those things though. Like people list things, buy it now for like crazy prices too.
I know.
so
That's
it's
why
like,
I think it would be higher because people are insane.
Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna go with higher then because I'll feel less. No, I'll feel less guilty.
Yeah, there's
if
both
no,
arguments.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Like, no, it's good. I won't feel mad at you, but I would be guilty if I got it wrong. So we're gonna go with higher than 28
Because people on the internet are weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I am
mean,
a person
you're
on
not
the
wrong with
internet,
that.
and I'm pretty weird, so there may be some logic there. So the blue team thinks the buy it now price of this item
It'll
is
always be higher.
$28. The red team thinks it's higher than that for 2 used containers of Ghostbusters
Give it like
ectoplasm.
$5.
The buy it now price is $450. The red team picks up $500.
$500 was
Jeez.
I said that IP stuff is crazy, but I wasn't expecting. What?
Welcome to Shoppington's,
Oh
my
my
friend. It
God.
only
We
gets
could've put a
stranger from
zero.
here.
We could have put a 0 behind our number, and we would have still been way too low.
I mean, the buy it now price, the buyout
Oh my
price is
God.
basically the Hail Mary, isn't it?
No, it's the I don't want to
Wow.
deal with people bidding on this.
Yeah, I know.
So like
Or
it's just
hey.
like if you want this.
so
this
then
is
yeah,
what
they
you
can
have
just
to
put
pay.
whatever
Yeah.
big price. So basically it'll
Wow.
always be higher.
No, it's not though. That's the
Always gets
thing.
higher.
It's
I
really
know.
not.
Oh,
The chat is wicked shook up about this. So
Yeah, Panic Games was super close. They guessed 500.
hey,
That was
that's good to know. I need to get some used slime and just start selling it on eBay.
Yeah.
apparently.
all right, let's switch roles. Red team, we're going to give you an item to set a price on. We're doing 6 of these, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier.
Okay.
It's late. Your item is an autographed Back to the Future 2 hoverboard.
I want it now.
Autographed. Well,
How much
me give
would
you
you
some
pay
clues.
for it now?
this is a replica of the hoverboard from the movie Back to the Future 2 that was signed in person by Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd and Leah Thompson and Tom Wilson. 4 of the leads from the movie signed this hoverboard. It comes with what they say is a certificate of authenticity. So what do you think that's going for?
Okay.
Buy it now on eBay.
The first we're gonna talk this through, but the first number that entered my head was like $2,000.
Yeah, that makes more sense because every number that since we started this game that's popped in my head has been $1 million.
Okay, I'm gonna see this.
Yeah, please say that one. Please go with Monique's answer, please.
Like, it has. I think you put something like this on eBay, genuinely hoping to sell it. This is not something you put on eBay thinking it's not going to sell. So it has to be a price that is somewhat attainable. But 4 signatures on a like that's.
I would say like, and it's got the fox. The fox has stayed like a good human like his whole career.
I know.
So that's priceless.
Okay, so what's the number then? What do we?
1 million.
I would say
You guys
something
nailed it.
closer to this.
Really?
1,000 points right there.
Autograph memorabilia doesn't go for that high.
your choice to follow me.
I would go more like this.
Really?
Yeah, no, for real.
They have the
Okay,
advantage of
you
being
have
able to
that.
talk without us understanding what
What
they're saying.
if we did half of that?
What are you using to make these numbers that you're
Like
looking at?
literal
Chat.
I assume they're pointing at the chat.
Oh,
We're just pointing at chat and
Just
Oh.
leveraging their unfair advantage.
we're
Yeah.
we're lowering and
Next time I'll just point at the screen and Rocky can.
yeah, I'll know exactly what you're talking about, Ambie.
I'm sorry. We do. We have proximity.
Well, we don't want to talk through our entire strategy because
Yeah.
then
Like we have to. Yeah.
you all could have figured out some kind of I don't know, messaging system
Code?
or something.
Yeah.
Do you need a minute? Because I can go
streaming
like.
I'd go for it. Go
What
for it.
about
do
what
you
about what about
think? Yeah.
what about like 3/4 of that then? Will that make you happier?
What's 3/4? I know. What's 3/4 of that?
3/4 is the same as 6/8, if that helps. That's
I'm just gonna keep looking at you. 15,000 would be 3/4 of that.
It would.
Yes.
I don't do fractions.
I guess that's what they're looking
Okay,
at.
is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's
We're
fine.
gonna
What
say
do you think?
$15,000.
Yeah, we're gonna say
$15,000.
$3/4 of that.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think we should go this or this?
you should do that. That's what.
I don't get me wrong, like great piece of memorabilia, but I don't know, maybe I'm just really bad at eBay, but I would say lower. What do you think, Ambie?
This.
I don't know. I was saying we should always go higher.
I still
You think so?
I still think this
I was
is
I
the
was
number.
clearly way off on the Ghostbusters thing. So if you want to go higher on this, I am
No,
perfectly
I have
fine
no
with it.
idea.
Good. That means
No,
the game's
maybe
working the way it's
Maybe
supposed
we
to.
can go. I don't know. Look,
Well-
look at the screen.
Yeah, right? Right? Yeah, right. We're gonna go with this number.
know.
This number right here.
Yeah.
basically.
Everybody in chat
Everyone's saying
lower.
lower,
So
so
do we
okay.
go with peer pressure?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think
Poll
we're
the
gonna
audience.
say lower.
We were
15
listening to you,
grand
chat.
seems
No,
Right.
you were listening to chat. I wanted to say 5,000.
I feel like 15 is a little too high. 5,500.
Good point. So many more numbers are higher.
I mean,
Well-
technically, considering the concept of infinity, if you're playing the odds that way.
Yeah.
They're just killing me. Yeah, we're just like,
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ambie
I think we're going
clapbacks are
lower.
basically the
You're
best.
going lower.
clapbacks.
Okay. So going against your gut instinct,
Huh?
we're saying that the autographed Back to the Future hoverboard is less than $15,000. The actual eBay price is $3,500. You pick up $500.
oh, you.
All right.
That is a steal. Someone give me 350.
Even my 5.5K was too high that I just threw out of a guess of. So
Yeah. That is
Look at
a
that.
steal. Michael J.
The chat
Fox.
Okay,
just
do you now know
carrying
not
you
to listen
to-
to chat?
No.
Hey, chat, help us.
Chat helped us. Chat
You
just
asked
must
me
be Team
3/5
Ambie
or
Rock.
something.
No, I was trying to come up to your level
With 3/5 of my. What is 3/5 of my level?
of 20K. The thing I was pointing to.
Yeah, I know. But then there are
All right, so I
fractions.
know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, where's the board games already? This is Tabletop Live Network. We want to see some board games. You ready for some
No.
board games, Blue Team? All right, Team
Sure.
Ambie
This is
Rock.
us. This is us. Oh gosh.
Your item
Team
is
chat, go.
5 Star Trek board games.
No,
5
poor Crystal didn't get this one.
Star Trek board games. Here's what you got here in this
It should be
listing.
Crystal.
Mo is also a big Trekkie.
Oh yeah, why is this ours?
Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god!
They're
I
gonna know
own
what
that.
it's
It's in
worth.
the other
We have
room.
no
I
idea.
could just watch you freak out about this all day.
Keep going. Keep playing.
Sorry.
All right.
We're fine.
This is 2 sealed copies of the How to
Ooh.
Host a Mystery game based on Star Trek The Next Generation, in addition to 2 sealed copies of the Star Trek
Wow.
interactive VCR board game starring Robert O'Reilly's Captain Kavak,
How did they get
and
so many?
1 opened copy of Star Trek The Motion Picture board game. That game does not include instructions. It is opened. It is not guaranteed complete. But the other 4 games are sealed. Okay.
Wow, sealed games.
So
Are we competing? Are we competing with ear hats?
No, I didn't want to know that Crystal was gone, so I figured if I put her
That's the wrong ear.
hat there, no
at
one
the
would
stroke of midnight, that's when the ear hats came out.
Yo,
Everything just fell apart from there.
this.
You
So
even
Crystal,
Oh yeah, Crystal.
doesn't seem
we got
right.
your autographed copy.
Signed by Robert O'Reilly, and he signed it not just as himself, but also as Martok and Kavak. Like, he signed it as all of his characters, y'all.
Did you get that on eBay?
No, I did not get this on eBay. Well, wait, the game maybe. I don't
The
remember.
I don't think we have a
How
chance
much?
in this
How much
one,
did you get the
Ambie.
game for?
I don't know.
I don't even know how much this is.
Mine is signed. Mine is cooler.
I know. But like, how much did
Okay.
you get the game for?
4 of these are sealed, and they don't look new. Like recently, I should say. Like they look
Yes,
new. I'm
yes,
saying.
they're.
They look, like they've been out for a while.
Mhm.
And
No.
as
can
we
use
know,
them too. You don't- you need
Trekkies
a VHS.
love their Star Trek.
I'm
and
told
clearly
that's true.
You can play
we
Star
were
if you want.
off on the last one. So this has to be fairly high, don't you think, Ambie?
Well, what do you mean by fairly high? Like,
Like
are you thinking like hundreds or thousands as in high?
I'm thinking thousands.
Oh, okay. I was thinking hundreds.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Gotta figure out which decimal place.
So
we're
look
gonna-
at this right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That one, you're thinking that one. But what if we do? What if we do about 18/25ths of that?
I feel like I'm being made fun of here, and my bunny ears do not appreciate it.
They're only
No, I think that
I
18
appreciate
this is a little low.
Okay. I mean,
It's my new hat. It's very loud. Yeah.
so if you're thinking hundreds and I'm thinking thousands, I mean, obviously the compromise didn't go as well last time, but we could go in like the 700 to 800 range.
Maybe.
I literally have
I don't
no
think
idea what
that's-
this is worth.
Yeah, me neither.
My first
But,
inclination
okay, so,
was
like-
just it was super high.
Yeah, I don't know how much Star Trek makes it worth more. But like a lot of out of print games go for like, I don't know, around 100 or something.
You're
maybe?
trying to put a price tag on
And if they're-
love right now. Like how
And
The
there's
only thing
5
I'll
of
say,
them.
Is so the game that Crystal had is
Yeah.
it's based off of Klingon. It's not based off of like Picard or something like that, right? It's not on the box.
it's next
I
I don't know what
The
you're
How
talking
to
about.
Solve a
so
Mystery is also Next Generation. That
Okay.
probably has Picard. Well, Picard's on the back. Okay.
You sound like you know what
Um,
you're talking about.
If it helps,
My late father was a very big Star Trek fan.
Okay.
So most of my Star Trek knowledge is from my dad.
Oh yeah, who
but-
does? Yeah, no
Thank
one's
you,
gonna be able to play the
Rockstar.
VCR games.
Why do
That's
I
true.
guesses in the chat range from $17 to $20,000. So maybe that will.
I feel hot right now.
I like the 250 guess, but
You like 250.
if you
I
think it's
feel
more,
like
then
that-
maybe like 500.
I
don't
feel
know.
like 250 is handing it to them because they're going to say higher and it's going to be
Okay.
higher.
What about 500?
I would probably still go higher.
What
I
would
was
they
thinking
go?
more in the seven. I
have
was
a
thinking more in the
VHS player.
750 range. I would be happy with that, but I could be talked down to 500.
We're just like negotiating now.
Yes.
Right now. I guess we could go 700.
Okay, let's do that.
Seven-
So we don't drag this on
700.
forever. 700 is Blue Team's answer.
We just negotiated the.
And we're probably
Well, I'll
off
talk through
by
my logic
so
here
much.
then.
Okay, I will.
We're probably
The
off by
blue
so
team,
much.
after a long, intense negotiation, I've gotten to $700 and 15% equity. Red team, higher or lower than 700.
I mean, I'm gonna draw this out for at least a hot second, just because game show drama. But I am like incredibly certain it is lower than that. Like, I think honestly, the 250. If you all had given us the 250, it would have been much more difficult. I want to say that this game was around $50 when I bought it. So chances are the 5 of them, 250 would have been like a really solid guess. But for 700, I'm almost like lower for sure. There's not a ton of value in these games, even though they are out
Sorry,
of print.
Abby.
So
How do you put value?
I don't know
on
anything.
soul is really what this is.
I have 3 copies
sounded
behind me,
knowledgeable,
and you're
though,
sitting
so-
here telling me my 3 games are valueless?
I did not say value
Absurd!
I own it too, for goodness sake. Come on. Hey, mine's signed. Mine's worth more, for the record. If I wonder what I
Barely
could get for this on eBay. I'm never selling it, but whatever. No,
Guess it's not a rare
We're gonna
game.
go with lower than $700.
Okay.
You guys
The
are
blue
probably
team,
right.
after a long, tense
sorry,
negotiation, says $700. The red team, fairly certain that it is lower. The actual eBay price for 500 game show dollars, $100.
$100.
Oh no! I'm
Oh,
so
wow.
sorry, Abby.
Taking the lead
That's
again,
not bad.
2,700 to 2,400. It is a close game as paper
if we would've
covers
said
rock on the red
250.
team.
High five. Fist bump.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Oh, we are
Get
so
it.
Crystal.
cool.
Would you have gone lower if we said 250?
I probably would have, but I'm not certain.
Would have been harder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ambie. That was my bad.
It's okay.
3 down,
I
3
got
to
thrown
go.
off by that first one.
They get a little bit more challenging from
Yeah.
here. Red team, Crystal and
More
Monique.
challenging.
Your item in the area of board games, 20 pounds of Monopoly parts.
By weight?
That is, yes, by weight, 20 pounds of Monopoly parts. What I like about this picture is it looks like the police raided an illegal Monopoly den. I mean, it's a good picture. This is what you want to take a picture
No,
of if
yeah,
you're selling
no.
this, but it's just,
Maybe
it's
have some-
evocative.
Are there
20 pounds of
any,
Monopoly
like,
parts. This includes
old
bits and
wooden
pieces of
pieces?
Monopoly games from the 1930s all the way to today, including
Okay.
over 250 tokens from different theme Monopolies, including The Simpsons, NASCAR, some alternate sets like
Wow.
Monopoly Empire. Also
Whoa.
includes quite a lot of Monopoly money, as you can see. Title deeds, houses, and hotels from sets spanning several decades.
What
So
did
for
they do with the
20 pounds
boards?
of Monopoly parts, what do we think
Yeah,
this is
there's no
going for,
board.
Red Team?
Yeah, well, like
I'm
what
just gonna
happened?
sit here with my mouth agape for a little
What-
while
what-
because, like,
What did they do with the boards and the boxes? Like, why do they have what? I have so many questions.
here's my guess on that, Ambie, is I am guessing that over the years they've gone to thrift stores and bought old copies of Monopoly, and generally the boxes and boards are the things that are going to give
Yeah.
out the most easily, and so they've probably just collected the other stuff and thrown the rest away. That would be my
Oh,
guess.
wow.
I just want to
but
appreciate Hornist 34's
Uh-huh.
guess of 20 British pounds
Yeah.
for
It looks
I
like
thought
you're
that
cheating
was-
right now.
I am-
20
I wanna
pounds
make,
of
no, I want to
Monopoly.
make sure they know.
Yeah.
I am not. I am
What
not.
are
I
you
am not.
doing?
I am looking up the Kabbalah and numerologic value of the word monopoly. And
Do
basing
not
it-
Google this
No, I'm
listing.
I'm not googling.
Here, put your phone down. We're not
I'm
googling anything, but
Googling.
don't.
Disqualification.
I was looking up the zodiac reasoning of monopoly. And
Yeah,
its value
sure.
Of, like the number of life. I could.
We gotta focus on the game.
I am. That's. I was going to
Y'all,
go to.
I invite her over to my house, and then everything goes awry. And what are we gonna do? It's us. It's us. We have to
I
set this
know.
price.
I know. $4.
What? No, that's incorrect.
I'm bad at this.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know. It could be.
Oh,
Monopoly collectors are like intense. But this is also a random assortment of crap. Like
I say tree fitty.
tree fitty.
Tree fitty. Tree fitty.
You think it's significantly more than the 5 Star Trek games?
I mean, from 1930s. What is
What are what?
the little pink thing? Looks like from the game.
No, this is all Monopoly stuff.
I know. No, I was listening. I'm really confused. Like, is it I have
We're acting like the blue team.
I know, I have so many questions.
Oh, that's a low blow.
Ouch.
Wait.
Ouch.
$69. That has to be
Nice.
guessed at some point.
I mean, I'm kind of not mad at it.
Wait, for how many pounds?
20.
20 pounds
For
of Monopoly parts.
$69.
Yep, $69 is our answer.
Okay. Locking in $69.00.
This does not include the shipping cost.
69 cents.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, shipping would be a
Okay,
lot.
no, we're not.
The
Nice
shipping
Blue
would be a lot
team.
of 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Higher or lower than
in
69
chat,
bucks.
nice in chat.
I feel like
Um,
that is I feel like they set a good price.
Yeah. Can we say it?
Because
Yes. It's 69.
You could say they set a nice price. I am inclined to go. Well, actually, you know what? I feel like I've led the narrative. I want Ambie to
Oh,
say what she
gosh.
thinks first, because I feel like I've
Well, chat is
spoken
saying
first.
higher, so.
Just
Though I was
passing this
originally
hot
thinking
potato
lower.
back and forth, trying not to take responsibility for.
Oh, so like I think it's I don't know. I feel like it's worth less, but then the person listing it does the buy it now price, so they might think it's worth more. So it might be higher.
My first inclination was higher as well. So
Okay. Do we have
I think
consensus?
we should go. I think we should go with higher. Do you agree?
Sure.
All right. The red team, a nice guess of $69. The blue team says it is higher. The actual eBay price of 20 pounds of Monopoly parts.
Okay.
$125.
Oh my god.
Yay.
The blue team picks up $500.
Thought it was-
And so if you're setting your board game budget, you can either get 5 Star Trek games or 20 pounds of Monopoly parts for around roughly the same cost. So, figure that in as you're figuring out your luxury budget.
Wait, do I have a slingshot in this scenario?
I don't know.
A slingshot?
Yeah,
It's
I
so
think
late.
like those little Monopoly pieces would be like really fly. You know, they'd be
Oh,
like,
Oh, yeah,
gosh.
that's true.
yeah.
That would be those are
Then
like
that would
hefty
be
pieces
worth a
though.
lot more money.
I
God.
feel like there is an Etsy business in this listing. Like you invest in the tokens and then you sell them as necklaces and earrings and
Or
things.
just like
That's
dip them in
Mm.
paint and then use
You
a
could
slingshot
definitely
to
make
put
your
them on
money
the
back probably that way.
Yeah.
all right. 2 questions to go. Blue team, you're going to set the price of this next one. And boy, aren't you glad you're done with Monopoly, huh?
Or does that mean that
We're
we're
not, are
Monopoly
we?
You're
again?
definitely not done with Monopoly.
Oh, Frasier.
Your next item is
Frasier-opoly.
Frasier-opoly. Let me tell you about this. Some important clues here, Blue Team. This is a custom-made version of Monopoly commissioned by Grub Street Productions, the production company behind Frasier, the television show. It was only given out to the cast and crew of the Frasier TV show.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So very, very rare. The moving tokens are black and white cardboard headshots of the characters. You can see in the bottom half of the picture there. Properties are locations like the Seattle Center Monorail, Martin's Winnebago, Eddie's Doghouse. It does appear to be unplayed, though the cards are now marked with residue from disintegrated rubber bands. So a rare copy of Frasier-opoly given only to cast and crew from the TV show Frasier. What do you believe this is going for?
I'm glad you all have to set the price on this one.
Yeah,
This is
I
tough.
don't blame you there.
There's just the
So
one game.
I
But
will openly admit that I don't think I've ever watched an episode of Frasier.
You're missing
neither
it.
have
It's
I.
delightful.
It's great.
I have no idea what the fan base of Frasier is like. If there's like a bunch of people that love the show, or if this is like so ambiguous that it would just be worth nothing.
Like it's not a
yeah.
people have conventions and dress up like Frasier fandom, but it's a pretty significant fandom.
Like even in chats, like doing the same thing. Like what I'm thinking in my head, $100 or thousands of dollars or like $5. I don't
I'm
know.
thinking like 100 something, but
Yeah, I mean, especially since the last two were both right around there, maybe even slightly below that. But there's also the fact that it's literally like only was handed out to the cast. Now it's not a
Yeah.
pristine copy, but there's like what 20, 25 in production total, maybe. I don't know how many people are on a TV show, but like
I don't know.
obviously I'm as far away from LA as possible, so I have no idea how much goes into a TV show. We need math from the Silver Meadow Tavern here. Stat. I
Oh,
got
this is so
absolutely-
exciting. Thank you for your choice.
What do you
to
think, Ambie?
follow me.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on demand and stuff. So like, yeah, people in chat are saying probably a couple hundred. Wait, oh no, that's saying how much it is. Okay. Yeah.
Crazy.
So like, if there are only so many made, it's rare, out of print, special thing. For
$20.
like what?
I was joking.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 1 to 200. So I don't know, but
I would not be surprised if it's like less than what we're probably gonna say, but
okay. So then,
yeah, I think 1 to 200 is probably okay.
but we have to pick one number. We
Yeah, I
can
know.
pick a range, right? Anywhere
Nah,
from 0 to infinity.
Close enough for
I think.
horseshoes. It's all good.
123.
Should we like actually have a 125 instead of 123?
You make it harder for him. I don't know.
But they would have like the buy it now people would put like an actual.
Okay.
What do you
I mean-
put? Unless there's like a, I don't know. Unless there's like something special about 123 in Frasier, which I don't know.
I have no idea. Like I said, I've never seen the show.
But yeah, okay, I'm fine with around there.
All right, 123.
1, 2, 3, says the blue team. $123. Red team, higher or lower than 1, 2, 3?
Has to be higher, right? Just the rarity alone. To me, it's not like
Yeah.
there. I mean, again, people collect Monopoly. There are people who genuinely like collect every version of Monopoly they can. Considering how rare this one is, this is a collector's dream piece, basically.
Yeah.
So it has to be higher.
I think so.
Okay, we're gonna go higher.
Lock it in higher. The chat seems to agree with you, but we'll see what happens here. The blue team says that Frasier-opoly is $123. The red team says it's higher. The actual eBay price,
Oh my god.
$2,400.
So weird.
Wow.
Oh,
Increasing the lead, $3,200 to $2,900. Look at that, just going back and forth on this with
my
Many
one
Frasier fans with too
item
much
to
money? Okay,
go.
I didn't know.
$2,400 for a
I think Shruda
Monopoly
has a
game.
good. I think Shruda has a good point. Or it's just like many Frasier fans with too much money, because that was basically what the show was about. Was just like
Oh,
the
really?
dude with way too much money. Yeah.
I know
I would've
nothing
never
about
been
this
able to
show.
tell you anything about the
It
show.
was fairly delightful. It was still made in the time that it was made.
Mm-hmm.
But it was.
All
it
right,
was
so
very
we've heard the
charming.
Blues are calling. They called 123. They weren't right. So we go to the red
So
team.
bad at this game.
I see you.
For the
Scooter.
last item of Shoppington's department store before the Big Money Arcade a little bit later. And I'm going to let you know, I broke my own rule and broke format for this very last item. It is not an item found on eBay. However, it felt like the right item for tonight's stream. So I am looking for the retail price
Oh.
of this next
Ooh.
item, red team,
Oh.
which is Weird Al's Museum of Natural Hilarity Pinball
No.
Limited
Oh, God.
Edition.
Whoa.
A machine that was just announced this week
I
as
didn't
being
look at
available
the
to pre-order
price.
soon.
I didn't either. No, I could have looked.
What?
I
So,
love
give
you.
you some clues.
Oh, no.
This is a brand new machine running on the multimorphic pinball platform. So you buy like a chassis and you can put different games into the pinball platform. So in order to buy this, you have to buy the chassis, then the upgrade kit, and then we're adding on the special edition stuff that comes with it. The machine itself features 17 different songs, including classics like
Wow.
Dare to Be Stupid and Amish Paradise, as well as 2,000 different vocal callouts from the man himself, Al Yankovic. So every time you
Wow.
hear jackpot, it's the man himself, Weird Al, yelling that.
That's
The
cool.
Amazing.
playfield itself, the table, is a high-definition video screen, and it's integrated with real mechanical parts. So it's a hybrid video mechanical pinball game. And this is the special edition, which features extra artwork, toys built into the machine. Only 227 of these will be made.
27. Nice.
That's right. So the price includes the P3 machine, the Weird Al kit, and the upgrade kit to make it limited edition. What do you think the retail price of Weird Al's Museum of Natural Hilarity Pinball is.
So here's
and this
what-
is as accurate as possible as of press time. This can change
Yeah.
at any time. So
Here's what's interesting about this one is earlier Ambie and Rock had to price a Star Trek lot, and Ambie owns a Lord of the Rings pinball machine. It is at her house, so
True.
she might have more knowledge about like the
But I got it
retail
used.
price. Yeah, but you still at least have an idea of what a pinball machine costs.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Arcade cabinets and arcade machines are not cheap. I know, because
No.
I want DDR in my house, and it's too expensive.
I used to go to pinball conventions.
Have you ever been to the Pinball Hall of Fame?
No.
Oh,
You
no,
need to
wait.
go. You're right there.
Oh gosh,
know.
we're going to the Pinball Hall of Fame. This
Yes, please.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Well, that's happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I would say like I go with like 8K.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's the machine which you could then switch out in with other stuff, and then it's the Weird Al stuff, and it's the special edition. I mean, in the thousands is where my brain was thinking more along the like 5,000 mark, but like,
I mean, it's just like
what if we split the difference? What if we went like 6,500?
that works.
Is that? Do you think that's like
Yeah.
reasonable?
Negotiating's worked so well for us.
I think. Okay. I mean, because I think it could be any of those things basically.
Yeah. I would go 6 to 8.
Yeah. Let's do 7 then. How about that? Is
Right.
that better?
Yeah.
7,000.
all right, $7,000 for Weird Al's Museum of Natural Hilarity Pinball. Blue team, higher or lower than 7K?
I would guess higher. What do you think, Rock?
So I have played pinball machines. I have
Mhm.
never looked at the price of a pinball machine. So I would yield to your knowledge of actually owning one.
I think like the
And-
new ones now are around like 8K or something. But then this is like a special one, so I was thinking it would probably be like 10K or something. But so yeah, I'm higher thinking.
Yeah, I mean I would generally, I mean that's a lot of money. I mean, especially when you got to think about like you got to make your money back quarter by quarter. That's a lot of money to make back in
Yes,
quarters,
well-
right?
I mean, once you own it,
Oh,
you don't have to
man.
pay to play.
Maybe you're
Yeah,
making it
okay,
on
but
drinks.
it's
Maybe that's
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I will yield to your knowledge. And if you're saying higher, I am perfectly fine with that.
All right.
all right. We're gonna lock in
We'll say
higher.
higher, yeah.
We'll say
Okay,
higher.
blue team. So this is to put you back in the lead going into the big money arcade round at the end. The red team thinks this amazing pinball machine is $7,000 retail price. The blue team believes it is higher. For the last $500 of the game, the retail price is $13,100.
Oh, dang.
That's
Blue
crazy
team, 1,
expensive.
2, 3, 4, 500, and a $200
Whew.
lead at the end of the Shoppington's
Oh
round.
my gosh.
Wow.
What an amazing horse race of a game we have today. Look at this.
That was great.
Oh wow! In the chat,
Yeah, the base
Diabari
machine is
says the base
8,000,
machine,
yeah.
it's 8,000.
So like yeah,
Holy moly.
new regular machines are around
Wow.
8,000. So then
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
there's a lot of extra stuff on this.
So here's what we'll do, and it's late enough. I'm just gonna stick with it through the end here. I'm not gonna drop off early or anything. We're just gonna
Okay.
rock and roll. We have one more round of the game to play. Before we play that last round, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you about the stores we did not visit tonight, which are
Mhm.
part of the full package if you choose to book a game. Then I'll tell you about how you can book a game, how you can get in touch, other ways that you can support them all night long if you've enjoyed tonight's program. So if you look at the screen, we've put Halloween stores in the 3 ones that we played, which leaves Hyperlinks Computers, which is a game where you see a list of 3 things and you try to find the hyperlink between those 3
Ooh.
things. So if I were to
Code
tell you
names.
surf, mother, and key, you would answer boards, and that is the link between the 3 things. So that's hyperlinks.
Yes, I would totally answer that.
Yeah.
I was thinking surf, mother, key, abandonment, but you know, that's just me. That's just me.
Could be acceptable. Who knows? 10-Star Video is a game where we watch trailers of classics and not so classic movies, and you try to tell me what the IMDb rating is for those movies. So we get to look at some great movies and maybe some less great movies, but it kind of tests your movie knowledge a little bit. So that's 10-Star Video. And the last story that we did not play tonight is Speedy's Vinyl. It's a Name That Song game, except because it's on vinyl records, none of the songs play at the correct speed. So you have to name the song based on a clip played way too slow or way too fast, and that's how that one plays.
Oh, yeah.
So
I like that.
all 6 of those rounds, plus the big money arcade, come with the full package of Mall Night Long. It is a game for 2 to 12 players. It plays in 90 to 120 minutes. We're going to go to time tonight. We've been hanging out with the chat and stuff, so we can squeeze everything in 2 hours. This really an informal booking process. You shoot me an email and we set it up. So let's go ahead and tell you about, let's close the stores first. We got to do that. Hold on. There we go. Now we've got all the stores closed except for the arcade.
And the Halloween
It's Halloween
stores.
season.
So if you want to reach me on the screen, you can see my email address is my very public email address. Contact flipthetable@gmail.com. If you would like to request a booking, once again, it is $75 for the full 2-hour session. We'll just set a time and date, and we'll figure those details out. You can also use that email.
If you do book, tell Chris in the email that you were here on the stream, because I'm sure he would appreciate knowing that.
Absolutely, please do. That would be amazing information to have. I'd love to know that you found it through here. That'd be great. You can also use that email just to give feedback. If you want to say how much you loved or how much you despise Mall Night Long, that email is the correct place to send that. So once again, contact flipthetable@gmail.com. If you want to reach me on social, the official Facebook page for Mall Night Long is facebook.com/Mall Night Long. You can like the page and see updates about the show. You can also leave a review if you've enjoyed tonight's show. That'd be a great way to help people discover it. And you can catch me personally on Twitter and Instagram @TableFlipsU. TableFlipsU, that's derived from the Flip the Table podcast, which I'm very, very proud of. So you can catch me there. Those are my personal feeds. My Instagram is new. It's like a week old, literally. I just joined Instagram like the rest of the world. So I'd love to have some followers on there.
Like social media birth. We had to be.
I know. It's so sweet. I go through my phone and I just post old pictures, and that's so I reminisce on Instagram. So you can find me doing that there. And of course, there's a link there, ko-fi.com/tableflipsu if you've enjoyed the show tonight. And we'd just like to pitch a couple of bucks. You can do that. I do certainly encourage you to donate to the charity link as well tonight. That would be a great, if you want to do that and say that's your support, I am perfectly okay with that too. It's a wonderfully worthy cause, and we hope that a lot of you choose to support that as well. But the tip for me, ko-fi.com/tableflipsu if you want to buy me a coffee. Does anybody have any questions, concerns,
I do.
or emotional?
So for people who are not aware of what Flip the Table was, I know you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I want to talk about Flip the Table for a second, because
Sure, yeah.
I'm sure that there are a lot of people in the chat who probably listen to some board game podcasts or have in the past. And for those of you who were not around or listening to podcasts around the time Flip the Table was airing, it is going to be one of the more perennial podcasts that, I guess that's not the right word. It holds up over time, because it's not talking about the new board game hotness. They were reviewing older games, which you might think, is that going to be that interesting? And truly, Flip the Table is one of those podcasts that made me want to become a podcaster, because the amount of fun that they had on that show, and it holds up really, really well. And it's interesting because if you've seen me or you've been watching my content, you've heard me talk about a lot of the games that were featured on Flip the Table. And I learned about some of those games through Flip the Table, like the McDonald's game, for instance, which is over in my game room right now. I learned about because of Flip the Table. And it was neat because I think, Chris, you could say that when you all started out, you kind of expected more of the games to be complete dreck. And you ended up finding some really cool gems along the way. Is that an accurate way of describing it?
Yeah, I think when we first started, we were kind of this snarky, sarcastic, we're going to play the worst games and we're just going to dunk on them. And we learned very quickly that it's a lot more fun to try to find the good in them. And as a result of that, we found games like Heartthrob, like the Star Trek VCR game, like the McDonald's game, amazing games that we never would have even tried if not for the show. And we like to spread the word about those. And we played some not great stuff too. Let's be honest about that. But that was half the fun as well. And I appreciate all the kind comments in the chat from folks who were still Flip the Table fans. I still keep in touch with everybody in our official Facebook group and on Twitter as well. So I really appreciate that it still resonates with people, even nearly 5 years after closing down. It's the 10th anniversary.
Blows my mind, Chris, that it's been 5 years.
Oh my
since it
God.
ended.
Almost 5.
Yeah,
It'll be
that's
5
crazy.
years in June, and that will be the 10th anniversary of the
Wow.
first episode of Flip the Table.
Wow.
So we hope to do something to celebrate that and mark the occasion. But I'm so glad that the community has kind of stuck together even long after the show has stopped official production. You'll find a few bonus episodes after the official series finale in the feed, which are worth
I'm
checking
in
out.
one of those bonus episodes. As a
That's
matter
right.
Of
Yeah,
fact.
we did a secret panel at PAX U
Yeah.
in an undisclosed location with some amazing people. And so if you're a first-time listener, then anything 10,000 on, episode 10,000, which is not actually the 10,000th episode, is the series finale. Everything after that is bonus content. So, and anything before that is part of the regular season. So it's a podcast you can finish.
Yeah, right?
It's real hard.
Yeah, it's
So-
and sometimes that's a lot more approachable than something that's ongoing that you're just like, oh gosh, like Board Game Blitz. Oh man, I don't know, like.
Ah, come on.
4 times the speed. Eye of the tiger. You can get it all done.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think let's see. Nope, we've got nothing else to call out. But thank you all, chat, for hanging out with us. I think it's about time for us to head to that final round, Chris.
I think so. And thank you so much for those kind words and that shout out. I really appreciate it.
No,
It's
Chris,
such a pleasure.
You are like, I've said this in a bunch of places, and I'm going to continue to say it. Like, you were one of the people that supported Ambie and I from day one of Board Game Blitz. Like, you and I did not know each other personally. Like, I had submitted some stuff for Justin's and Bieber's for Flip the Table and things, and we had interacted on Twitter, but like, you didn't know me. We had never met. And like, I sent you a random DM one day, and I was like, hey, I'm going to start a podcast. Do you have any advice for me? Like, you didn't have to respond to that, and you were one of the most kind and helpful people, and you were like sharing our content early in our tenure, and I will never be able to express to you how much that means to me. So just know that I appreciate you very much.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We had a moment here.
My face hurts from
Definitely
smiling
well
so
worth
much.
staying up till 12:35 to hear those kind words. I certainly appreciate it. Lots of fun, and I'm glad to see Blitz is still going strong and actually has more episodes than Flip the Table ever had, which is excellent. So
Yeah, we just hit 150, and like Ambie and I were both kind of like wow.
That is awesome, by the way.
that is amazing. So, but we have some business to settle here, and that is to find out who is going to win tonight's game of Mall Night Long. So instead of staring at a blank screen as we have for a while, it's time to go to the Big Money Arcade. Yes, this is the Big Money Arcade, our big final round where the stakes are raised and anybody
With the fruit.
can win. And even the dogs have come out. Who let them out? Who? Who?
Oh, my face hurts from smiling so much.
All right. Wonderful. So we are going to play that game with the fruit that you can see on the screen. This is the last game we're going to play tonight. So let's go ahead and drop a quarter in the machine and see what's going on here. All right. So this is that game with the fruit. And you can see at the top of your screen is the high score set by the mysterious and illustrious AAA of $50,000. Okay. The team that is the first to beat the high score on this machine is going to win Mall Night Long. And if you do that, I'm going to bump your winnings up to 100,000 pretend dollars. So there is a lot
Ooh.
at stake tonight, okay? So here is how we play that game with the fruit. You are going to have the option to choose 2, 3, or 4 numbers on the screen, starting with the team in control, okay? Behind most of those numbers are fruit. So there are 8 cherries, 4 bananas, and 1 key. If you find a cherry, that's worth $5,000. If you find a banana, that's worth $10,000. And if you find the one key on the board, that is the DeLorean DMC-12, valued at $25,000. So there is a lot of money on the board, okay? But here's the trick. You need to get through your entire turn without finding one of the 3 bombs hidden on the board. If you find a bomb during your turn immediately ends, and the money that you earned is paid instead to the other team. So the more boxes you open, the more money you could take home, but the more you risk paying the other team instead. We're going to continue playing until one team has officially topped the $50,000 mark. If we, for some reason, run out of bombs or run out of money on the board, we will refresh the board and play the next level. So there must be a winner beating that $50,000 high score in order to stop the game. Does either team have any questions before we continue?
Nope, I think we're good.
All right, pretty
No
straightforward
questions.
stuff. So we're going to go ahead. Go ahead.
I would like to say, Ambie, I think we have a good chance at the car, because little known fact, I actually work at the university that the designer of the DeLorean went to.
Oh
And
my.
So you know where they would
Could be
hide the
fate.
key.
So I know where the key should be hidden.
Ah.
So blue team, your clever work in that very last question puts you in the lead, and that puts you at a significant advantage in the Big Money Arcade, because you get to choose whether you go first or second. So you can go first. You also get to choose how many boxes you open. So you have complete control of the game right now. What would you like to do?
Do you want to go first or second? Well, I guess you know where the key is, right? So you should just.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's 3 bombs on 16 spots right now.
Uh-huh.
Are y'all
They
going
can
first
open
or
up-
second? Figure out the board after.
You know what? Let's go first, Ambie. Why not?
All right.
All right,
What were
so
the-
here's how it works. If you're going first,
Mm-hmm.
you need to give me all the numbers that you want to open before I start opening boxes. So weigh that in. Let me know if you still want to go first, and then we'll get going.
And how many boxes do we open? 3,
2,
2,
3, or 4. It's your choice.
Okay. All right. You want to go first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right. I like your fighting spirit. So please tell me which numbers you would like to open. I will open them in the order that you give them to me.
All right. So where's the key, Rock?
The key's under 15.
Okay. And then we have to do at least one other. Should we just do 2?
I'm a pressure luck kind of person. I say we do
Oh.
3.
Only 3. Okay. Where's the cherries?
You got it. I
Or
only told you
bananas,
I knew where the
open.
key was.
Oh, fine. Okay. All right, then I'll do number 8 for a
8?
banana.
Okay.
Someone in the chat said he didn't go to school with the creator of the cherry. That's
Oh,
true.
yeah,
I have 15 and 8. Would you like to add any others?
Do you want to just do 2? And we got the 2 numbers, and we'll see what. when
Yeah,
we get the
I
car.
mean, if we get the car, like
we get the
we
car.
got a good head start. So
Exactly. Let's
yeah.
do it. Let's do those
Alright.
2.
Valid strategy, and it puts a little more pressure on the other team if you can avoid bombs this turn. So
Yeah.
let's see how it plays out. The first box that you chose was box number 15. Let's see what's hiding there. It's a banana for $10,000
look like a
potentially
key,
in your
Rock.
bank.
It was yellow. It was yellow. What do you want
Uh-huh.
from me?
That's not bad though, because there's only 4 bananas on the board, and you could have one of them right now, as long as number 8 is not a bomb. So let's see what's hiding behind number 8. It's
Oh.
cherries. You're adding $15,000 to your bank.
Yay.
So $18,400, that much closer to that $50,000 high score, and that much fewer squares could push red team into a bomb here if they're not careful. Red team, it's your turn. Please choose how many and which numbers you'd like to open.
So here are my thoughts. Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna let you have complete control this time. On how many and which ones, and then next time I'll choose. So that way we don't have to debate anything. Makes it easier.
I appreciate that the chat is guessing like they know.
I mean, there's clearly a
I
science. to it.
Googled it. It has to be this.
You don't
Well, we were guessing like we knew, so.
I am feeling chaotic. I don't know. if
Go for
that's,
it.
like,
Hey, you
that
gotta
is-
show confidence,
Go for
right?
it.
You gotta show confidence.
All right.
Fake it till you make it.
All right. We're going 2, 1, 9, and 12.
4 boxes. Number
Whoa.
2, 1, 9, and 12. Just gonna see if you can
I'm here for it.
slam the door on this game.
Like,
I love it.
wanted
I
you to
love
be
it.
Wow. All right.
Let's start with the first one you gave me, which is number 2. We want to avoid bombs here. Number 2 is hiding some cherries for $5,000. It's a good start. So we back it up to number 1. We want to avoid bombs. Number 1 is hiding another set of
Another
cherries.
cherry.
$10,000 in the
I
bank
can't
so
handle
far.
This anymore. I want.
Gosh,
That's
yeah.
all the way.
Suspense.
I feel feet coming on.
Train's already on the tracks. There's no stopping it now.
The tension is mounting here as we go to box number 9. $10,000 in the bank. Can you keep it? And will you add money? Box 9. More
Wow.
cherries.
Wow,
Come on,
Monique.
12 be a bomb.
$50.
12 be a
Put you
bomb.
right in there with the
Bum,
blue
bum, bum.
team if you can keep this money. With your last choice being box number 12.
Bum, 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 bum,
Bum,
bum.
bum, 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 bum.
$15,000. in the bank. Box number 12. Let's see what's behind it.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh no!
Oh, gosh.
You went big!
It's
But you
not
gave
about
the
winning.
blue
It's about
team
chaos.
$15,000. They're up to 33
That would've been
grand.
amazing,
You can
though.
still win this game, but it's going to
That
be
was like
tough from here.
3 without hitting the bomb though was really impressive.
Yeah, that was
was
impressive.
really
Wow.
impressive. Thanks, me.
I admire your guts. That was,
Yeah.
you're playing a win, and I appreciate it. It may work to your advantage. Anything can happen in the Big Money Arcade. As we go back to the blue team, you have a firm lead here. What do you want to do with that?
Thanks, Joe.
So you thought the key was at 15. So maybe it was at 14 or 16 instead, and you got the number like 1 off. So maybe we should just guess both of those. That's my theory.
You know, I'm perfectly fine with that. Why don't we
Yeah.
just do those 2? Because we're 30 grand ahead.
Wussies.
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
Psychological
It doesn't-
warfare is coming out.
So which is first? Which do you think?
So because the chat is acting, just to remind you of their options, they can choose 2, 3, or 4 boxes. However many they choose, we're going to open all of them. They have to avoid bombs in order to avoid paying the other team. So,
So 16 and 14?
Yeah, in that order.
Hey, Rock, what
Alright.
are you?
did I hear correctly?
Yellow?
6, 16, and 14?
No, 16
No.
and 14.
16 and 14.
And
So
yes,
you're not
yellow
going to
is my
take the
favorite
bait
color.
from the other team. Okay.
We are only going for the key.
All right.
Right.
Just looking for the key.
We
You
want
just
that
want the
car.
DeLorean. The
We just want
DeLorean,
the DeLorean.
if you can keep it, will win you the game. So, valid strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Let's start with number 16, which is cherries for $5,000. That would bring you up to 38 grand. Number 14. Let's see if you can keep that $5,000. It is. Oh no! $5,000
That's okay. That's okay.
with 2 bombs
Where's
off
that
the board.
key?
Only 1 bomb
But-
left out there. The
We
red
gave them
team
the
has
minimum amount
control.
possible.
Okay.
You're at quite a deficit. but
minimum
there is
would be
only 1
0,
bomb
right?
left.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Are the crystal team. We're here to win the day. And even if we don't, we had some fun to play.
Okay.
So according to the chat, the bomb is at 7 and 11.
It's at 7-Eleven.
The 1 bomb is at
It's a
5,
Slurpee
7,
bomb.
and 11.
Okay. We are gonna go 13, 4, 5, 10.
4
Wow.
boxes again.
Wow.
13, 4, 5, and 10. Did I hear you correctly?
Yep, you got it.
Okay, they're going big here. Now, this could push a blue team win if you find a bomb at the wrong time, but you could also collect a lot of money if you get through
I
this.
could
So,
win it, right?
a lot of tension here. We're going to start with your first pick, which was number 13.
Yeah, because there's 3 bananas left too, and the
Let's
key.
see
Yeah.
if there's a
They could
bomb.
You'll
easily
get
win
3
this, though.
bananas and a key.
That's right. You get 3 bananas. You'll be in solid position. Number
All I need is 3
13
bananas and a cherry.
is set of
Cherries.
cherries for $5,000.
Why am I
5,000
so
in the bank
nervous?
so far.
It's like the anticipation.
We move on to number 4. That was your next pick. Let's hope we don't have another bomb. We don't want to give them any more
Why
money.
is everybody saying 10 is the bomb? I don't
They're
understand.
all saying it like good game. They're all saying it like
Shun the
Like they all know. They all know
non-believers.
it's.
I actually emailed everybody before the game. It's pretty hilarious. This is a weird experiment we're doing. 5,000 in the bank. Can you keep it? Let's see what number 4 is. It's a banana, $15,000 on the line. Your next pick was number 5, if I recall correctly. The question is number 5 hiding a bomb? Number 5 is hiding
Another
bananas,
banana. Oh my gosh.
$25,000.
This is gonna
on
make
the
or break it
line.
right here. If
Yeah.
the banana or the key, they win.
$25,000. But if you find a bomb at this point, the blue team will win the game, topping AAA's high score of $50,000. And that's number 10, which a lot of people are convinced is the bomb.
How did they know?
Why is everybody saying 10 is the bomb?
I don't know. Everyone's saying it.
Well,
I don't know
it's
how to say
like,
it.
because we're gonna get hella
Now, if
points
it's the
and then
key-
we're gonna go off.
If it's the key, that's the game, because
Oh
that's
my God.
$50,000
Yeah.
by itself
Oh my god.
that
That
you've
is
won.
the key to the bomb.
$25,000 in the bank. Is this the end of the game at number 10? It is.
Oh,
Carries $30,000.
wow, right back in it.
Wow.
There it is, taking the lead, $38,200. It is neck
Cause you're
and
magic.
neck.
'Cause
Oh
you're
my
with
gosh, well done,
only
Crystal.
4 boxes
Well
left
done.
on the board. Let me remind you that if you find the last bomb, it will refresh the entire board. Okay, so that's everything gets reset. There's a new key on the board and everything, new bananas. Okay, you can choose between 2 and 4. You need around 20,000 to win the game. The red team needs only 15,000 to win the game. So choose, blue team, between 2 and 4 boxes. And let's see.
I think we should choose 4 boxes.
Yes, do it, Ambie.
So
Go big, then go home.
if I was to put a bomb under a number, I would put it under. I would
Try to
put it
think
under
like a
number
bomb.
7.
That's
I would put it under number 7. However, if Chris is a fan of Stratego, the number 3 in Stratego was always the miner who would find the bombs.
I just realized, Rock, you know who you remind me of? I love listening to you logic this stuff out because you remind me of the Sicilian Fazzini Princess Bride. I clearly can't choose the wine in front of you! And I clearly can't choose the wine in front of me! And Ambie's just like,
So-
there's
yeah.
wine.
Never go in against a rock when death is on the line.
So,
So
do you want to guess 11 and 6?
there's one banana left.
And the key is at 11 because
There's
you
one
said it
cherry
was at
left and there's one key.
15,
Let's take a nap.
but like 15 was close to 11. So you were just like
Yeah, I
one
think
off.
We got 8
Yeah, we
minutes,
have to go
y'all.
6.
Yay!
We have to go 6 and 11. 6 and
All right.
11. But do you want to go? Which one do you want to go first?
11 or sure 6 and then 11.
Okay,
Fools!
that's the answer.
So it's number 6 and then number 11. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So number 6. Want to get some money on the board. Let's see if it's money or a bomb. It's a bomb.
Oh, No.
Good thing we
Which
did that
means
one
the red
first.
team's going to take control with a full board. And by the way, let's just see
Oh,
what
yeah,
else
that's
was
true.
out there. That was a
Oh.
banana.
Oh, that wasn't the key. You were totally wrong on where the key was.
The key was under number 3.
Uh,
Red team, you got a fresh level. You got $38,200, and you got a choice of between 2 and 4 boxes.
Okay.
So you pick one and I pick one.
Okay. We're only picking 2.
wait, you're only doing 2?
Yep.
Yep.
Wusses?
That is a thing I thought you would never say in your whole life, Ambie, and it was the most adorable insult I've ever received. So you pick a number, we'll open that one first, and then I'll pick a number.
Okay. You said we're only picking 2. So
only
my
2.
number
You guys
is
have to
2.
pick them all at the same time.
Okay, so Monique picked 2, and I'm gonna go with 8.
We should have done
The number.
Oh, nope, too late.
You going with 2 and 8?
2 and 8.
Locking that in?
2 and 8, locking it in.
Number 2 and number 8. So let's see if we can get some money on the board with number 2, red team. It is the first bomb.
All right.
Blue team is
Okay.
back in it.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
With only 2 bombs on the board and a
We're
full
gonna
board,
go
you have a
Great.
chance to slam the door on this thing.
Now,
2 and 8,
now,
that
Ambie,
sounds great.
Ambie, hear me out.
All right.
I didn't realize that we were on level 1 when I picked the 15. It's obviously here on level 2
Oh,
where
okay,
the
okay,
key
okay,
is
okay.
under the 15.
All right. All right. So 15 and 8.
I think we have to do at least 3 numbers.
Well, you forget the key.
Well, that's true. That's true.
We're just getting the key.
You're gonna steal
We
it.
All right.
win.
You just
Let's
believe.
do those
If you
two numbers
believe,
again.
how will happen.
We did the first round, 15 and 8.
Rude.
15 and
Oh,
8?
I
Is
see
that what you're
how it
locking in?
goes. They don't have enough confidence in their guesses, so they have to steal yours.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
All right,
well, 8 is what I picked on the first one.
That was that's our exact board from the first board.
A likely story.
Let's go.
You thinking 15 and 8? Are we locking
15
that
is
in?
the key and 8's a
Go,
banana.
Ambie, go, Ambie, go,
Okay.
Ambie.
Lock it in.
All right. Number 15 is a set of cherries for
Ah.
$5,000.
That's also not a key. Rock. It must be in level 3 when you're done.
It must be on level 3 exactly.
All right. If number 8 is the car, that's the game. Otherwise, we still have a hot contest here. Let's see what number 8 is. A set of cherries. You're getting $10,000
Okay.
with a lead of about $5,000. Red team, you're in control.
We are gonna say the 2 numbers that we're gonna guess simultaneously.
Yep.
We're gonna guess 6 and 9.
Number 6 and number 9 has some significance somewhere, I've heard. Let's see if you can find the DeLorean DMC-12 and win this game. Number 6 is a set of cherries for $5,000.
A banana or better.
Yeah, I mean,
We
if
need
you get
this
a
to be a
banana, that's
cherry.
just-
This is a
It needs to
banana.
be a cherry or a bomb.
That is the game. Number 9.
Cherry bomb.
Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
Oh!
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Blue team ends the game with $43,400. But red team, we
Yay.
are bumping your winnings to $100,000.
All night. All night.
Congratulations,
night long.
Crystal and Monique.
My camera literally couldn't focus.
I don't know what's happening here.
Well done, red team. That was a hotly contested big money arcade. Blue team, I hope you had a great time. I know I had a great time. Looks like the chat had a great time. Good game, everybody. I'm your moderator, Chris. This has been Mall Night Long. Don't forget to catch up to us on social. Send me an email if you want to play with your friends and family. 2 full episodes available. I will now hand the ball back to Board Game Blitz. Thank you so much for the invite tonight.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
please, somebody drop the Mall Night Long command in chat, and y'all go drop a couple bucks Chris's way, please. And if legitimately, like, if you book a show, make sure you tell them that you were here tonight because, like, y'all, you've been the best chat. Here, I'm gonna make that full screen because otherwise.
Wow, it was so much fun
Hold on.
having the chat on with this and playing along with the audience. That was amazing.
That was great.
No, this was super amazing, Chris. And I mean, like, you've done other game shows in the past, and I've, played one of those with you. This was, like, even better, and that's not diminishing your other one, but this was spectacular. So I really hope some people in the chat book shows with you and honestly, I'm going to be booking a show with you. In fact, Ambie,
Nice.
you know what? Maybe we could do a show for some of our Patreon supporters.
That could be fun.
We did that once before, and so if you all are not supporting Blitz
yeah.
on Patreon, maybe we're going to do that here in the near future. So feel free to check our Patreon out if you want as well. But Chris, I want you to go ahead and just give your little spiel one more time. We're going to be rating Karen Gamesifier here in just a second. But just give the quick spiel real quick again.
You got it. To play Mall Night Long with your friends and family, send an email to contactflipthetable@gmail.com. Once again, contactflipthetable@gmail.com. The game supports 2 to 12 players. The cost for the game is $75. You can reach me. I'm generally available nights and weekends, Eastern time. I would love to hear from you. It's a very informal booking process. So if you'd like to get in touch, or if you have me on social, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, whatever, you can catch me there and we can talk turkey there. But thank you all so much for watching. I had an amazing time running this, and it was well worth the extra hours tonight. Thank you so much for the invite.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
And then Rock, please give your spiel real quick about what you do.
Like I said, my name is Rock. I do Rolling with Rock here on Twitch as part of the Tabletop Live Network, where I play board games on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday nights, including a community night with chat, and video games on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays.
All right, and Mo, give me the spiel one more time.
Hi, I'm Monique. I am Game Freak Geek Girl here on Twitch, where I play board games and sing songs and have lots of fun chats and play with Legos and stuff. So hang out with me.
And Ambie and I are Board Game Blitz. We stream every Tuesday and Thursday evening, along with some other random streams like this one. On Tuesday nights, I do community game night, where people come into the Blitz Discord and we play games on Board Game Arena together. And we've been getting a good crowd lately. Like, we've been getting around 15 people every week. So we break up into smaller groups to play board games, and it has been a gosh darn delight. So if you are not in our Discord, type !Discord in the chat right now and join. It is a lovely group of humans in our Discord channel, and I love playing board games with them. Then on Thursday evenings, Ambie streams a whole bunch of different stuff, including print and play games, puzzles, unboxings. Basically, if you want variety content, Ambie's going to give it to you on Thursday evenings, and it's awesome. It is now 10 p.m. here on the West Coast, so I am going to go ahead and see if Karen is live. Let me head over here real quick.
Woo.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Gramps. I really love community game night. Like, it is super fun. Let's see here. And Gamesifier is live. Y'all, Karen is a delight. I believe her daughter is joining her for tonight's stream. So please show them a whole bunch of love once you get over there. Thank you again to Chris, Rock, and Monique for joining Ambie and I for this wonderful stream. We will see you all next time from All Night Long. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
All night long, all night.